First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Chicago Bears.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, good return up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
They run here with Rico Dowdle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You look at this Bears defense.
Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
Osml good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Osml to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 40.
To throw, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Boy, Charles, a lot of action right out of the gate. The two teams barely off the buses. We've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? You know, kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit. Both of them throwing haymakers right out of the gate. And the second one was an interception that may cost him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think there he had to come up with his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete.
Viking 18.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Mustang 19. Take off.
Out of the gun now on third down. That's complete. Bernard.
He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 7-yard line. Here we go. 70 Lions.
A running play. It's Dowdle.
And he'll do a nice job here just to find his way back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown, Steelers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0.
14. Bears, nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
To the air, Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good. We're up Bears.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
48-yard line.
On play action, here's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
To throw, it's Williams. Throw right side, taken in by Adunze.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
And the Steelers' 30-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Throwing is Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2 yards to go, second down.
16-yard line.
Here's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Williams going to look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Looking to throw is Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bears are back within a score.
And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Breaks through the contact.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that. Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run here with Dowdle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Dio Dangbo there to make the play defensively.
No gain on the
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Second and 10.
He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Dayo Odeyingbo able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Chris Osml on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and they're going to have a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Williams.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
He's got this complete to Burden.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Brandon Eccles.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Osml for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Bears 6. Chris Osml to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On first and 10, it's Swift. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
From the gun, here's Williams.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Williams from the gun on third down.
And he is caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
To the left side into the hands of Adunze.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Throwing again here, Williams.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he will have the Bears first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. To throw, Williams. A pass complete to Odunze.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
He's out of bounds at
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Bears 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
They're going to look to throw.
This pass complete to Melton.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Williams, a final shot before break. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. It's got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
At the 19-yard
to throw, it's Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
To the air, Williams. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Luther Burden, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And now an audible here into something else. 2nd and 1. That's caught right side. It's Warren. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Into the hands of Perry, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete. Bernard. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Osml good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bears 21. Chris Osml to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment. Oh, and for the first time this season, he's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. His 8th rushing touchdown, his 12th overall. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Osml now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Now he's loose at the 40. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 4.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready, set. Let's go now. Go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play.